after the run for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check, lucky, lucky.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 3 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go, baby.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Wentz. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Good job.
From 13 yards out. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Hunt. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Wentz now to throw. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action. Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. With another touchdown. Number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Bailey got the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Wentz. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Jameis to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, come on now. Under 10, 10. Green, from the team. He's checking Craig. Check. It's Green.
The 1st down throw for Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Watch the twist.
To the air again with Winston. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
11 yards there, 1st down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Throwing on second and long. Winston is going to fire one deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The Cardinals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. On first down, Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Room to run past midfield. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And this is caught inside the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Winston. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Bailey got the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Throwing on first is Wentz. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
So don't say nothing. Kill.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Taylor. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Arik Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ready? Blue ready. Exit. Mike, where do we go?
3rd and long for Winston. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Jameis now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Looks like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, he'll rifle this one deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Arizona.
To throw is Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To To throw again on second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On play action, Wentz. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing is Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's Taylor. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Play fake. Winston. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. First down, Winston. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Winston now after the fumble recovery. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Completes it to Lee. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jameis to throw it. Ertz over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And now here's another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. They'll run with Clement. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch one. Wait.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards. Lefty. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz.
Got you, boy.
And now here's another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
DJ Chark. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.